What's up, everybody? Big Herc 916. You can tune in to another edition of Prison Talk Live. Want to say thank you for all subscribers. Thank you for supporting everybody who's been representing, helping us grow our channel. We appreciate you guys. Also, everybody who's been supporting Big Herc 916 YouTube. Man, that's grown in leaps and bounds, man. I appreciate all you guys. Make sure you guys stay up on game. I'll be dropping new videos almost every day on Big Herc 916. Also, check out BigHerc916.com, FreshOutSeries.com. Represent. We appreciate everybody who voices, because as a people, man, it's not about black or white, Asian, Hispanic. It's about us coming together and getting rid of the racial divide and looking at the big picture and who is really the ones who are orchestrating everything that we see going on. You know, we got to look at the big picture, you guys. It's not racial. They want it to be, but this is a game they play time and time again to create hate, anger, and fear. So let's look beyond all that and really start using our heads to think consciously and make conscious decisions, because we have the people. I mean, you know, there's way more of us than it is of them. They need us in order to do what they're doing. So you guys, all I can say is think before you act. You know, don't be one of these people who get caught up in the hype and you do something stupid. You know, there's a lot of stupidity everywhere. It's not limited to one race. And when they say race, they use that word because they want that word to signify certain things. And when you get rid of that, you just got ignorant people. Some people are ignorant. So you know, those people, man, stay the hell away from them and watch yourself. Yeah, I seen that California passed that SB 145 bill, man. California, man, I'm telling you guys, this place is turning into something that I just don't want to be a part of, man. A lot of what's going on as far as the consent thing they're doing now with the age for and you know, that whole little political arena there, I'm not really with it, man. You know, I'm not really with it. Josh and Jesus, thanks for the donation, brother. Yeah, only 10,000 deaths, huh? Yeah, man, I've heard the same thing, man, and it's pretty profound, isn't it? Isn't it profound, man? Isn't it pretty crazy? And you know, yet they got they got everybody shook up. You know, I had somebody today talking about pull my mask over my nose. You know what I mean? I felt like saying something really stupid, man, but I kind of caught myself. It took a lot for me to hold back. I'm so sick of these ignorant people who are basically caught up in this slave mentality, man. You know what I mean? It's just, you do what you're told, you don't question anything, and if you do, you're wrong because master told you. You know, and I just you know, really threw off my day today, man. And I shouldn't have let it upset me, but I went into a particular store and they said it's policy. What the F is policy of what? If they told you tomorrow to take it off, you would take it off, you jackass. Greg Lopez, thank you for a donation, man. Respect, huge fan in Dallas, Texas, man. IGL_CU_CUY. Hey, man, all right, appreciate you, brother. Thanks for representing out there in Dallas, Texas. I heard you guys' dunk game is crazy out there. Or you guys got the slabs. You guys got the slabs in Dallas, huh? As far as the cars. Gorko Gecko, thank you for the donation. Herc, a girl broke up with me after playing hot and cold for a few months. How do you regroup and move on from rejection? I always tell young men that, dude, there's a billion women in the world. You know, while you're mourning over this female who's obviously had a change of heart, there's another female waiting for you to call her. There's another woman out there who's a perfect match for you, who's actually, you know, more than happy to entertain you, to have fun with you. And yeah, man, it's don't let yourself get caught up like that. Josh and Jesus, thank you for the donation, brother. You've been so inspiring to me on my journey. Thank you. Hey, man, thank you. And I'm glad I could be a positive influence, man. I'm still working on my journey. And, one of my goals in life is to be a superhero. And I don't say that to say that, flying around with laser beams in my eyes. I'm just saying a superhero as far as pushing myself to my highest potential. Because a lot of us just exist and we don't work on our superhero potentials. Kiosk Man, thank you for donation. Oregon State Patrol cross-deputized with U.S. Marshals to bring Fed charges to protesters. Hey, I did a video a while back. The feds ain't playing. And these guys, but I can't, it's like, I was watching a video and they showed some people eating and some guys came up to them and told them to put their fist up and say, Black Lives Matter and Antifa. Dude, get the hell out of my face, man. I mean, it's insane, man, that these kids, these people running around trying to punk people, man. And they're going in places where they can get away, think they can get away with it, man. It's just like, dude, it only takes a couple people to get slapped upside the head to know that, hey, you're at the wrong place. People talking about come out your house. This is our home. Give us this. Man, get the hell out of here. It's out of control, man. It's out of control and it needs to be shut down. I mean, it's like, if you want to go protest, fine. But you start threatening people and just acting like you're vigilantes, it's just ridiculous, man. Everybody says, oh, yeah, I believe in the right to protest, but not like what's going on right now. Hey, Herc, thanks for the chai till I die, 773. Hey, thanks for the donation, brother. Hey, Herc, thanks for the positivity. Love from the Shy. Hey, man, love out to the Shy, too. Shout out to you, man, Chi-Town. Appreciate you, man. Yo, Herc, I got the virus real. Been sick for 3 weeks. Got to still be cautious. I understand that. Stay home. Don't shut down the world. Stay home. I know a couple of people that had it. One person had no symptoms. One guy had a compromised immune system. He was older. He was like in his early 70s. He was in the hospital for 3 weeks. He did beat it, but this guy had pre-existing kidney, lung, heart, respiratory. He had it all. His sons got it, and they all kicked it. So I'm not saying, I'm not walking around with no goddamn mask. You're not taking away my identity, man. You think the mask, before this all started, they said you had a KN95, and then they said, put a towel around your mouth. Come on, man. I'm not, be safe, stay home. Josh and Jesus, thank you for the donation. Would you do a FaceTime cameo for a few minutes at my college graduation party? Hit me up on outside of this. Hit me up on bigherc916.com and we'll holler about that. That way we can talk about that on a different level. But thank you for the donation, brother. OGB PDX, thank you for the donation. Thanks for the work you do working with the homeless in Portland and seeing the rise. Your content is a breath of sanity. Man, it's I've been to Skid Row out here. I passed out clothes over there. I've tried to pass out clothes before. A lot of times these people look at me like I'm stupid because I don't have any drugs. So I just give my clothes away now to either the women's shelter or the Goodwill. And I know Portland has a big homeless situation. California's homeless situation is out of control. And it's just like, it's sad, man. And then you got a lot of people now who just think that somebody owes them something. And I mean, get out there and earn it. Get out there and get your keep, man, if you think you're entitled to something. Greg Harfst, thank you for the donation, brother. Thanks for intelligent and open-minded thoughts. Hey, man, I appreciate you, man. I just really try to sit back and let the words come to me through the universe. So I'm a conduit or a vessel to put out this information, and I'm just sharing, man. I'm not, like I said, I'm not perfect. I don't know everything. I'm just trying to do all I can to try to put positive vibes back there, and that's just my goal, man. That's just what I feel I've been chosen to do. Twism5, thank you for donation. I agree with that. The BLM organization misrepresenting the statement Black Lives Matter, but the statement BLM will always be relevant. I agree with your statement, Twism5. I agree with that, like you said, but what's going on right now is not what's good for our people. It's not a voice of the blacks out here who really need some serious help as far as conscious awareness, community resources. This Black Lives Matter group, all the money that's went through there, why haven't we seen programs in these inner city communities? I got people emailing me from Florida, man, Dade County. Some of these neighborhoods are just as bad as Chicago, man. People in Alabama, South Carolina, North Carolina. Why isn't this organization putting money into these communities and trying to push things to help black people in these places if they're so-called Black Lives Matter? Every time I drive by here, I see Black Lives Matter. I don't see no black people. No black people. So, this is a bad misrepresentation of really what needs to be done in the black community. You want to help the black community, you go there and you help bring up the literacy rate, you bring up the test scores through education, you help provide programs so that you have a Big Brother program and help teach these guys how to be good dads. Trumpinator T2020, thanks for a donation. APPS and then ENPH, pay it forward, stocks at the real dope game. Okay, I don't really understand what you're saying, but you sound like you're saying that these stocks are good stocks to look into. That's their ticker symbols. So I'll check it out, man. Thank you, Trumpinator. Appreciate you, man. T2020. Would you ever consider moving out of the U.S. and moving to another country? Of course. I'm going to keep my options open. Once I move out of California and, I start making some different financial moves, I will definitely consider finding another place in another country. That way I'll be on two different, in two different places, but I'm not limited, but I love America. I love the country. But at the same time, I'm not going to lie. There's a lot of states here I would never go to because I'm not with the mentality as far as some of the people and how they feel about different races. So there's a lot of places I wouldn't even entertain moving to in the United States, and that's pretty sad. Herc, what's going on with these kids nowadays? LGBT, trans, what's happening to America? I'm only 17, but don't listen to the bull, only the real Herc. Hey man, I don't know if it's been part of this. It's been a movement for a while, and it's a lot of it plays into a long-term agenda where you depopulate because ain't nobody having kids. You take away the male in the household, which weakens every other generation. If you have no real male in the household, no father figure, then what you're bringing about generations later is going to be something I can't even imagine. As far as just having a father, what are you going to tell a young man? I mean, dude, it's like, you got to be kidding me. But I mean, I don't know. I pray for people having kids these days, man. Gangsta Wayne, thank you for a donation. Congrats on getting past the YouTube algorithm. Hopefully we can see this channel get to 1 million. Hey, man, we're working on it, man. We got some dope interviews coming up. We're still working on, getting Fresh Out University going, but we're going to be offering soon some online courses to help you guys. Working with Michael Santos on that. And, yeah, man, you guys just keep pushing, man. And I'm glad a lot of you guys are awake and can see what's going on, because it's sad, man. It's sad. I would, I would be really hard pushed, man, knowing that my kid went to school and what they're teaching in some of these sex education classes is out of pocket. It's out of pocket, man. Manly 1979, thank you for the donation. Herc, when you did porn, did you ever run into Ron Jeremy? He just got all kinds of new charges this week. I seen him one time at a gangbang shoot. Ron Jeremy was there, kind of like hosting. But there's been rumors for years about his transgressions, his actions. I've never seen him act out anything. A friend of mine actually had an incident, I guess, and they said it wasn't that positive with him. But yeah, man, 28 charges now. I think he's a wash. He's gonna have to take a deal that's gonna have a lot of years behind it, because 28 counts of sexual assault. Man, I don't know how he's gonna beat that. And you look at it, you wonder, why would a guy who was in that industry, why would he act like that? Well, there's a lot that goes on out here in Hollywood that just goes under the radar because people are trying to make a name for themselves. So, it's no different than what goes on in mainstream Hollywood. A lot of stuff goes on in the adult entertainment industry too. So it's pretty crazy, man. Herc got a lot of family leaving California and coming back to Texas. They're tired of the BS, what's going on over there. Yeah, it's a lot of BS, bro. A lot of BS. People are getting the hell out, man. Read Rusty donation. Herc, wig split. That's right. Yeah, we got a limited shirt coming out, bro. You guys, so stay tuned. We posted it on Big Herc 916 IG, also Fresh Out Series IG. But we got a new shirt we're gonna be dropping real soon. Only limited. We're only gonna do 100, and this shirt's gonna be a collector. The graphics is ridiculous. The artist is just he's man. The guy he's amazing. But check out the shirt that's gonna be dropping real soon, man. Limited edition. Somebody says I'm out of Cali in a month. Yeah, man. I'm right behind you. I'm right behind you. I'm cool with California, bro. Yeah, California laws have been through the meat grinder. Yeah, horrible. I left in 2016. I hear you. You made a smart move. It took me a little bit longer to see it. What do you think about China bullying, provoking war against some countries? Will it disrupt the world peace? And if yes, what do you think solution is? Do you think it's time to teach a lesson to China? The political thing, man, was, a lot of it is stemming around resources and population control. And I've never sat in any of these political forums where they discuss world politics, but one of the biggest things that is affecting us is we don't manufacture anything, the cost of goods, and then here none of the American companies want to pay for the labor. So everything's either outsourced to China for slave wages, or India, or Paraguay, somewhere where it's cheap. And as long as there's cheap labor, we're going to continue to see these type of things go on around the world. I mean, I just seen an article. They still got slaves in Saudi Arabia. They got a slave trade right now. Nobody's talking about it. There's people from Africa, migrants, that are being held in these places, man, and nobody speaks on it because it's not relevant to what's going on. So there's a lot of things going on in the world. You guys, when you start opening your mind, you start really looking at what's going on, not just on what the media feeds you on, TV, but you start looking at global things. There is a big thing going on in Venezuela with the government, and we haven't heard nothing else about that. Shout out to Venezuela, where, what's going on with there, over there. A lot of things there's a lot of countries that's going through a lot of things. And, nobody's communicating right now. So we all got to communicate to stay on top of our game. Twism5, thanks for donation. Herc, I saw you on the Warren G. Lotus IG. Yeah, man. Shout out to Warren Lotus. Good dude right there. Dope shirt, dope clothing. You know, I mess with them, man. Real tough, man. Shout out to them, man. Great people. I've heard stories firsthand of people leaving California and being told straight up by people in their new states. Montana was all of them telling Californians to leave. These states don't want people from California. I heard the same thing. As soon as I move, I'm changing my license plates. You know, I already know people don't want California people coming there with the bullshit. And I'm not bringing any bullshit from California because I want to leave California in California. But I know a lot of people don't want California people flooding their states because what happened here, nobody wants that to happen in their state. Because California, like I said, the laws here, what's going on here is it's tyrannical. It's just insane. And then people, the mentality, it's pretty crazy, man. And I've been a pretty open-minded person my whole life, but just this situation that's going on right now in the country is really opened my eyes up. And when you leave California and visit another state and come back, you realize really how different it is in other places. I'll be out of here by the end of the year. I'll be heading out to AZ, getting the hell out of here. LMZ Moto, thank you for donation. Herc, is Trump a Jesuit? He went to Fordham. You know, I don't know, man. I don't know his background as far as schooling. I thought he went to West Point. You know, the Order of the Jesuits, man. You know, one of the most powerful organizations in the world. You know, I can't really speak on it. I know, you know, he's very well connected, and like I said, I couldn't really say in detail what his relationship is as far as being a Jesuit. Manly 1979, thanks for a donation. Moved to Huntington Beach from Dallas in 2015. Love the weather here on the beach. Dreams of owning a house on the beach or Cliffside Laguna. Am I crazy? Nah, I mean, you know, I go to Huntington Beach once a week. It's nice out there. I went to high school in Huntington Beach, man. I graduated, you know, and for Marina out there, you know, it's a great place. It's just, dude, California with the taxes, how they keep going up, and it's just, you know, if you're, you know, multi-millionaire, billionaire, you're balling, you can buy whatever you want. It's cool, you know, and I'm not saying that I won't have a place here just to pop in and pop out for work purposes, but dude, for what you spend in California for a house on the beach, you can get a mansion in some of these other states, man. It's just, you know, we pay for the weather here. Even Florida has a better beach community, I would imagine, than California as far as the price-wise. Giovanni Inovorg, thank you for getting, thank you for the donation. You getting that pardon? Hey, man, I'm working on it. Giovanni. You know, hopefully after this election, I'm going to pull some strings. I know some people that know some people, and I'm going to work on getting that pardon, man. I can use that, and it'll open up a lot of doors for me, man. So I'm definitely going to put my bid in for that. Tom H., thank you for the donation. How do you see all these new Antifa, BLM terrorists doing in the pen? Woo! Good question, man. Good question. All these little squares, all these soy boys and you know, vegans going to the pen, asking for a special diet. They ain't gonna get no love from the guards up in there, man. Ain't gonna be no love. Ain't gonna be no love from the other inmates. So, you know, I've said it multiple times. Word to the wise, man. They're in for a rude awakening. Rude awakening, man. Once you get to that pen and they shut that door, and whatever anxiety, claustrophobia you have, it's going to be amplified in that little bathroom you'll be living in. Sidewalk Spartan, thank you for donation. You've been giving the red pill on underhand political agendas. Do you think prison showed you the extent of conditions government would inflict upon you if private dollars and social agendas are strong enough? Oh man, well said. Yes, I do, and that's one of the reasons why I have swallowed the red pill. And no, and when I was in prison, I looked at it not from a perspective of being uh, punished, but of being uh, consciously awakened. I really had an epiphany inside the penitentiary, and every day it was almost like I would just see something new that I didn't see before, and it would blow my mind that I fell for the okie doke. And I seen how they manipulated food in prison, how they manipulated races in prison, how they separate the whites and the blacks, and the Mexicans and the blacks, and then the Mexicans, the Hispanics from Northern California, from Southern California, how they kept everybody. Then you had the drugs. It's the same thing on the street. It's the same thing, man. It's a manipulation, and the powers that be. Prisons is just a micro of the macro. It's the same thing. And you know, people out here on the streets who've never been stripped of their resources, their ability to fight, as far as with a voice. In prison, man, it's, you know, you have no voice. They shut down the phones, they lock it down. That's a wrap. You know, you not everybody can get a visit. It's definitely, man. It's an eye awakening. Um, what do you think about Nancy Pelosi getting caught getting her hair done while the salon should be closed? Yeah, imagine that. Imagine that, man. Like I said, these people clown us, man. They laugh. They laugh. They take the mask off. They go and drink wine. They're making millions. They're clowning. This other is showing you right here. If you guys don't see this great divide right now, as far as the haves and the have-nots, and how they're playing with the wealth of a certain demographic in order to empower others, you're sleeping. This is a money grab. This is a money grab, and it's squeezing anybody who's an independent business person or go-getter right now. It's squeezing you, trying to put you into a rat race, back into the rat race, because there's too much. See, you had too many people having too many choices. You know what I mean? And when you have that, it creates voices, and you want everybody to listen, so you got to shut that shit down. So it's a lot going on right now, man. And for those who have their own businesses, who are dealing with this economic assault, and then you look at Lowe's, Home Depot, Walmart, Target, all the big stores are balling right now. Amazon, they're all balling. They're balling, man. So it's a big grab right now, man. Big grab, man. Yeah, they are from the 13 bloodlines. We're just slaves to them. Yeah, they you know, when you get to really getting deep into this stuff, man, and you look at I'm not even going to go really there right now, man, but how this is all like it's really, you have like the minions, and then you have the pharaohs, and the pharaohs right now have shown who the pharaohs are. And, you know, the people have not really even, you know, spoke up or defied Pharaoh. You know, we're pretty complacent right now. And like I said, it's right now, it's a spiritual war, and it's a time for a big conscious awakening. A lot of you guys out here who just have been so comfortable, and, you know, a lot of people like this, I just want to wake up and go back to normal. Well, what you thought was normal wasn't really normal. There was always something going on. It just didn't jump out at you, and now it's jumped out at you. So you're looking at it for the first time and wondering, how did I get here? Well, you know, this is a wake up call, man. It's a wake up call. Brandon P, thanks for the donation. I work at Home Depot. I know we balling. Laugh out loud. Yeah, you guys are balling. You guys getting that paper. You know, big corpse right now. You guys focus on getting your investments in order, you know, diversifying yourself, making moves, man. A lot going to be still going on in the next 2 months. Yeah, man, it's really, you know, if you think about it, why did they allow, during all this, to allow all the liquor stores and cannabis shops to stay open? They want everybody to be high and drunk, man. They want you to be inebriated. They want you to be like under the weather, man. You know, the sharp, if you're working out, I mean, think about, you got a cannabis place closed, open, but you got a gym closed. What sense does that make when you can't go work out, but you can smoke all the weed you want? You can drink all the alcohol you want, but you can't go get your exercise on in the gym. That right there tells you that this is not right. Blue against the green, all the outfits he named support Dems. Yeah, they want us to be in zombie mode. They want us to be basically, you know, just zoned out, you know, to where you don't have any idea what really the truth is anymore. How do we know what the truth is? I mean, like I said, I stopped watching mainstream media, man. As far as the news, it's garbage. The news has put nothing positive on TV in the last 6 months, 7 months. You tell me the news has not reported anything that's positive or harmonious, anything that's going to help humanity. Nothing. It's all trash, man. I know you don't need a gym to stay in shape, but you don't need to go. If they're going to close the gym, why don't they close the cannabis shop? You tell me that. I'm not saying I still work out, but I'm just saying the logic. You got to look at the logic. You're going to close a church, you know, a place of worship. You're going to close all this stuff. But go ahead, and they say that, you know, this affects your respiratory system, but go ahead and smoke all the weed and whatever else you want to do. Drink all the alcohol. Come on, man. I'm talking about logic. You got choice, you got free will, but if you're going to leave one open, leave the other one open. They put saltpeter in the brain and in the legal weed gets the slave to chill and not revolt. Yeah. He smoked that. He should smoke that weed and settle down. Follow the narrative. Green Ave, thank you for the donation. Herc, did you ever hear about the secret meeting that changed rap music and destroyed a generation? Supposedly happened in 1991. Yeah, I believe it was Lazy Bone did something on YouTube about that. I posted it on my IG. On one of my IG stories, I have an excerpt that he talks about that meeting and how they usurped the hip hop industry and private prisons took it over, and now they push music that goes along with their agenda to fill up bed space. So a lot of these youngsters, I can guarantee you, majority of these guys, their first felony is unregistered firearm. I can guarantee you, unregistered firearm and drugs. The two main things that people are getting locked up for. On top of now, a lot of these guys are just commit murder because you got to have a body to be somebody is what they say. But yeah, hip hop, man, is still great music out there. I've heard some great artists who don't necessarily talk about hurting and killing everybody, but what's being pushed is a totally different agenda. Twism5, thank you for donation. That dude, David Bowler, you interviewed, gave me heavy bigot vibes. He was saying typical racist coding phrases. I had to talk with that guy outside of the interview, and it's this is what happens when you don't have a culturally diverse background. At one end, you might find somebody of a particular race that you say he's all right, he's cool, but then you put everybody else in a big category. It's like, okay, I'm bald headed, I'm big guy, I'm black, but now if I had cornrows or dreadlocks, I would elicit a totally different reaction to people. If people see me with dreads down to my ass, the way I look, they will be scared to death for no other reason because they don't understand the culture. They don't understand the presence. So, I blame a lot of what we see as far as the racism on people's lack of really understanding, another person's upbringing or background. It's like saying if you've seen a Hispanic person with a tattoo on the side of his head, you automatically would, you try to jump to conclusions and maybe say something negative, but you don't know that person. That's the problem, man. So yeah, I did peep that out, and I tried, in some of the other interviews, I mentioned some things that try to help create a reflection of what a person's saying, because a lot of times people say stuff and don't even realize what they're saying when they're saying it, even though maybe they don't mean wrong or mean harm. It can come out a certain way, so you have to really be careful how you say things. And I know, like I said, if I had, like I said, the big afro, or like I said, the cornrows or the dreads, I can guarantee that there would be a totally different response to how people interacted with me. And I just know that for a fact. Big Herc, people are scared of what they don't understand. Yeah, you're right. They are. They're scared when there's something that doesn't go along with their program's been infused with. I have met good people in all races. Yeah, I have too. Let's get into the shout outs, you guys. Shout out time. Shout out to San Antonio, Texas. I see you in the house. Benny Filota, MLK was not a saint, but I understand what you mean in terms of optics. Yeah. I just try to look at things from a, we got to do a lot more thinking, man. They got us right now, and like I said, that's why if you look at how many every other commercial right now is for some type of prescription drug. If you watch TV, you'll see more prescription drug advertisements right now than ever before, and there's a reason for that. So you guys, really pay attention, man, and look at what's being pushed and how we're being manipulated to a degree. Shout out to Sacktown, Dallas, Texas. Shout out to Baldwin Park. Shout out to Detroit. Shout out to Madison, Wisconsin. JB Weld, thank you for the donation, brother. You always looking out for us. Salute to you, big homie. You always spitting the truth. Got to try to keep everybody laced up, man. The hate that they're pushing right now, the controversy, the anger. I mean, yeah, we might not all agree on the same thing. Some of us might say things that might sound harmful to others or hurtful, but at the end of the day, if we all communicate, we all talk, just because somebody looks a certain way doesn't mean you guys can't be friends, because the battle is not you guys. It's bigger. You're being manipulated. You're being played. It's bigger than that. So if we look past that and start communicating beyond people that just we think look like us, then we'll see that, it's so much more that we're missing out on. Sidewalk Spartan, thank you for the donation. Big C was a huge wake-up call to not relying on a work paycheck. You've been saying gain a vital skill or trade, and I will now. Yeah, man, it's a big wake-up call because they control your work. They control the way, they control your options. If I could shut your work down and make you stay, and make you get a handout, whatever I tell you now, you got to line up and do it because you're dependent on me. So, the more dependent I can make a group, the more control I will have over that group. PG County, Maryland, thank you. Shout out to you. Orange County, I see you. New Zealand in the house. I'll put you up out of here because you're a buster. Shout out to Newcastle, England. Brawley, California. Shout out from South Alabama. Bloodhaven. Poway, California. Miles City, Montana. Norfolk, Virginia. Oceanside, California. Newcastle, England. 925 Antioch. San Bernardino County. North Philly. Idaho, Nigeria, Akron, Ohio, Niagara Falls, New York, South Carolina, Poway in the house, Alaska, Galveston, Texas, New York, Fall River, Massachusetts, Norrie, Murray, North Carolina, Fresno 559, Edinburgh, 520, Chicago. Hey, man. Sheffield, Fall River, Massachusetts, Bakersfield, Rancho Cucamonga, Shelltown, San Diego, BC, Canada, Salt Lake City, Navajo Nation, Daytona Beach, Reading, Pennsylvania, St. Louis, Socorro, New Mexico, Dallas, Texas, again, 209, Oregon, 602, Phoenix, Arizona, Largo, Florida, Lubbock, California, Memphis. Hey, man, all you guys stay positive. Make sure you go and subscribe to Big Herc 916 YouTube. Check out the videos. A lot of positivity, motivation over there. Also got my car builds on there. Keep you guys updated. Share this channel. We want to grow it to 1 million. So you guys stay supporting us. We love you guys. Kansas City, Missouri. Torrance. Saludos de Mexico. The Tongans in the house. Stone Mountain, Georgia. France 69. Australia, Torrance. Who else we got here? Largo. Yeah, everybody, Plymouth, Indiana. Have a great week. Stay positive and stay sucker free.